Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Canada.ca. We hope you are doing great. In this video, we will discuss about Canada abolishes 10-year tourist visas. Key information for future travel.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Canada.ca. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we will discuss about Canada abolishes 10-year tourist visas. Key information for future travelers. Canada has made a significant change to its visa policies, officially ending the option for 10-year tourist visas. This shift affects both long-term visitors and those planning to visit the country for leisure, tourism, or family visits. Whether you're a frequent traveler or planning your first trip to Canada, understanding these new regulations is crucial to avoid any travel disruptions. In this article, we'll cover what this means for travelers and how you can still explore Canada under the new visa guidelines. If you are interested in this topic, please pay attention and watch the video through to the end to get all the information. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. If you've ever traveled to Canada or plan to, this is a must-read update. In a major shift, Canada has announced it will no longer automatically issue 10-year tourist visas, a long-standing policy that allowed frequent travelers to visit the country multiple times without reapplying. A major policy shift for visitors. Canada has long been a favorite destination for global travelers, drawn by its picturesque landscapes, vibrant multicultural cities, and reputation for safety and stability. For years, a key feature of Canada's immigration system was the 10-year multiple-entry tourist visa. This visa allowed travelers to visit the country multiple times without needing to reapply, provided each stay didn't exceed 6 months. This visa was invaluable for frequent visitors, business professionals attending meetings, families reuniting across borders, and tourists eager to explore more of the country. However, in late 2024, Canada announced that the automatic issuance of 10-year tourist visas would no longer be the standard. Instead, immigration officers will now assess each application individually, leading to more uncertainty for prospective visitors. Why did Canada make this change? Several factors played a role in this dramatic policy shift, including strains on Canada's immigration system, misuse of tourist visas, and broader national priorities. Overwhelmed immigration processing systems. Canada's immigration system has been facing unprecedented demand. Applications for permanent residency, work permits, study permits, and visitor visas have surged, putting immense pressure on processing times. The 10-year tourist visa was contributing to the backlog, particularly in visitor visa categories. By reducing the reliance on long-term tourist visas, the Canadian government hopes to streamline its systems and allocate resources to higher priority immigration categories, like skilled workers and international students. Misuse of long-term tourist visas. While the majority of travelers used their 10-year tourist visas responsibly, some exploited them. A few travelers would briefly return to their home countries to reset their stay limit of 6 months, allowing them to remain in Canada indefinitely. Others used tourist visas to work informally, bypassing Canadian labor laws. This misuse created enforcement challenges, prompting the government to impose stricter visa application assessments. Aligning with national priorities. Canada is also grappling with domestic challenges, including housing affordability and pressure on public infrastructure, such as healthcare and transportation. While tourists are not directly responsible for these issues, tightening visa policies is part of a broader strategy to focus on long-term residents and skilled workers who contribute more significantly to the country's economy. How does this affect travelers? Under the new system, travelers can no longer rely on a 10-year tourist visa to cover all their trips. Instead, visa durations will vary, and applicants can expect more frequent reapplications for shorter-term visas. The decision introduces some uncertainty, as travelers will no longer know in advance how long their visa will be valid. Furthermore, Canada's immigration authorities have introduced stricter criteria for approving tourist visas. Applicants will need to provide detailed evidence of their financial stability, ties to their home country, and proof of their intent to return after their visit. Travelers from high-volume countries such as India, China, and the Philippines may also experience longer processing times. Ripple effects on Canada's economy and society. The tourism industry is one of the sectors most affected by this change. In 2022, tourism contributed approximately $45 billion to Canada's economy, much of it from international visitors who frequently used long-term tourist visas. The new restrictions may discourage repeat visits, negatively impacting revenue for key industries like hospitality, transportation, and retail. Regions heavily reliant on tourism, such as British Columbia, may feel the economic pinch. Moreover, the shift could also influence Canada's image as a welcoming and accessible destination, potentially deterring travelers who see the new visa system as cumbersome or unpredictable. Advocacy and criticism. Advocacy groups and immigration organizations have raised concerns about the fairness of the new policy. They argue that frequent reapplications may create financial and logistical burdens, particularly for travelers from low-income countries. Families with strong ties to Canada, especially from countries like India and the Philippines, may find it harder to maintain regular visits due to the added costs and uncertainty of visa approvals. How can travelers adapt? Despite the challenges, there are ways travelers can adapt to the new system. Apply early. To avoid delays, submit your visa application well in advance. Allow for additional documentation requests and processing times. Explore extensions. If you're already in Canada, consider applying for a visitor visa extension instead of reapplying from your home country. Use the ETA. Travelers from visa-exempt countries can use the electronic travel authorization system for easier short-term travel approvals. Consult experts. Immigration consultants and lawyers can help streamline the application process and increase your chances of approval. Maintain a strong travel record. Demonstrating a history of complying with visa conditions can improve your chances of securing longer-term visas in the future. The bigger picture. Canada's decision to phase out automatic 10-year tourist visas marks a shift toward a more selective and controlled immigration system. While these changes introduce challenges, they are part of Canada's efforts to balance openness with the practical need to manage immigration effectively. The goal is to ensure that the country's resources are focused on those who will contribute most to Canada's economic and social future, including skilled workers and international students. This policy change also signals that future reforms may be on the horizon, including the use of enhanced digital systems to improve visa processing efficiency and the expansion of pathways for skilled workers. The new direction underscores Canada's commitment to managing immigration in a way that benefits the nation's long-term growth while preserving its welcoming image. As Canada moves forward with these changes, it's essential for prospective travelers to stay informed about the new visa requirements and application processes. Make sure to check for the latest updates and prepare well in advance for your travels. With the right information, you can still enjoy all the experiences Canada has to offer, even without the long-term tourist visa option. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.
Canada has announced a significant policy changes regarding its tourist visa system, eliminating the automatic issuance of 10-year multiple entry tourist visas. This visa, once a staple for frequent travelers, allowed individuals to visit the country multiple times without reapplying as long as each stay did not exceed 6 months. However, beginning in late 2024, immigration officers will now assess each tourist visa application on a case-by-case basis, leading to more uncertainty for travelers. This change is driven by several factors, including increasing pressures on a Canada immigration system, which has been overwhelmed by high demand for various immigration categories. The 10-year tourist visa, while beneficial for many, contributed to a backlog in visa processing. Additionally, some travelers misused the long-term visa by working informally or staying in Canada beyond the allowed period, prompting the government to enforce stricter visa assessment. Canada is also facing domestic challenges like housing affordability and strained public infrastructure such as healthcare and transportation. The government's shift in a policy is partly aimed at focusing on long-term residents and skilled workers who are expected to contribute more significantly to the economy. For travelers, this means they can no longer rely on the 10-year visa or for multiple visits. Instead, they will need to apply for shorter-term visa, which could lead to more frequent reapplication, and added uncertainty regarding visa duration. The application process will be more stringent, with the applicant needing to approve financial stability, strong ties to their home country, and the intent to return after their visit. Travelers from high-demand countries may face longer processing times. Tourism industry, contributing significantly to Canada economy, will likely be impacted by these changes. Frequent international visitors, especially those who previously used long-term tourist visa, might be discouraged from visiting, affecting sectors such as hospitality, transportation, and retail. Regions depend on tourism like British Columbia could experience economic setbacks. Advocacy groups have a voice concern about the fairness of the new system, especially for travelers from low-income countries or those with a family ties to Canada. These changes may place financial and logistical burdens on such travelers, particularly those who rely on a frequent visit. To adapt, travelers should apply early to avoid delays, explore options for visa extension, and use the electronic travel authorization system if eligible. Consulting immigration experts can help navigate the process, and maintaining a good travel history may improve chances of securing longer-term visas in the future. This policy shift reflects Canada's effort to manage immigration in a way that benefits its long-term growth while preserving its welcoming image.